I have one more session, right? And when I go up, we're going to do any touch-ups, and then we're going to fill in all the spaces. And he said some of the ideas we have are like Pokeballs and unknowns and like berries and stuff. But he was like, ask your buddies and whatever, and like if they have any other ideas for filling the space in, let me know. We might end up doing that. So if you guys have any ideas on filling up,
can you put a tiny stickman version of me in between the Pokemon?
Yeah. There's just a stick man, and this is an arrow, and it says John.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to figure out is that like to fill in the leftover white space, like how is he going to pattern like over it and then just fill in the pattern where like there's still leftover room?
I don't think it's going to be any overarching pattern. I think we're just going to add shit in there.
Okay.
Just see.
So I was like, it's a very interesting, like, because there's like the way that the white space is, there's a lot of different like amounts of it in certain places. So I was like, he wouldn't put something like here, right? Because there's not really any room to put stuff here. But
probably
like
put something here.
Something there, though.
Some there. Maybe something here, something here. And I think there's like more in...
I think like the different Pokeballs would be cool.
Different Pokeballs. I think just items in general would be sick.
Items like the little like potions and whatever else.
Have like a King's Rock somewhere.
Oh, get a moon ball.
A moon ball.
Do any of these Pokemon use stones to evolve?
Apricorns? Stones?
Stones to evolve?
Not really, right? Not that I can see.
How does Honedge evolve into Aegislash?
Like I know, dude.
I think that's
Duskull uses Reaper Cloth.
Reaper Cloth.
Reaper Cloth.
Ooh.
And Haunters by trade.
Hunters by trade.
Staryu is a water stone.
Waterstone.
Oh, you put a water stone in there. That'd be good. Honestly, I mean, you don't need one for Raikou, but you put like a lightning stone or something, or thunderstone.
Yeah, I wonder how recognizable are the stones? Is it not just like a rock?
Yeah, they're just rock.
Like I don't
They
know.
are just a rock. But
It's kind of like you have to go with the
know
sprites from the game, which is like, I don't know, people will know that.
Yeah.
I think Pokeballs, like the different, like Pokeball, Ultra Ball, Great Ball.
Yeah. Those are decent.
I think berries are good too.
We're doing unknowns for sure, so I can also
do unknowns are so good.
I could do a secret message.
You could do a secret message.
Yeah. So we were talking about just putting boobs in the unknowns here.
Negative podcast.
Oh yeah, there
that
you
would
go.
be such a commitment.
Hey guys.
Net negative.
Yeah, we don't know how much longer this is going for. At least till the end of the season.
Yeah.
Season finale.
I don't know. There's a lot of options, so
no more fiddling for you. No more.
So that's the end of that story. I don't know. We'll see. Whenever
I like how they colored in the skull's eyes red. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I actually this is the only one that's having a hard time healing because he said this skin is scarred already. So there's some areas that weren't healing, but it looks pretty good. It does. It actually wasn't. We started on this one, and it was not as bad as I thought it would be.
Really?
We did this. We did Primate, Ivysaur, Shaman, Honedge, and Sharpedo, and it took like 6 hours. And I was like, good. I was like, I feel great. Like this is not bad at all. And then
I think the Primate's cool too.
And then I laid down because we went into Duskull, and I was like, "This is the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life."
It's the underside of your arm.
It's all in here. It's on the elbow ball, and like, so we did that, and I was like exhausted after that. I was like, I just wanted to stop. But we only had Pachirisu left, and there's not a lot of color in Pachirisu that much compared to the others. So I was like, whatever. And then we knocked it out. So I'm glad because it would feel really weird if I had everything colored in, but Pachirisu.
I think we talked about it before, but when you get like tired from the tattoo, do you is there any signs? Like, did you sweat a lot or like?
Oh no, when I'm getting tattooed, I'm totally fine. Like I've never been like I haven't exhibited any crazy symptoms or anything, or like almost passed out or anything. Before I go every time I get like 2 sodas and then a vitamin water, and I get like 3 protein bars and some other stuff. So I'm always pretty much loaded up, and then we of course break for lunch and stuff. So like I'm not, the only issue is the pain most of the time. Like, and I was just tired after that because that was the biggest one we did that day, and he's running ink like
all in
which
there.
did not take very well. Well, it did take fine, but it hurt. So
You're spicy.
but yeah.
I just remember I sweat a lot through mine.
I'm sure I do sweat a little bit, but I mean,
I sweat a lot.
I don't sweat that much.
I'm drippy, dude.
I'm wet.
It is. I am wet. Like when I got out of like the tattoo bed that I was in, and like I stood up, there was like a straight up sweat outline of me in the bed because of how much I just dripped.
Yes, sir. I did not have that problem.
That's the good stuff.
Call in there with the towel, like wringing it out. Gotta collect the juice. John, are you ever gonna get a tattoo?
I don't know. There's nothing I want like that screams out to me to get it
Not a stick figure of
permanently
Colin.
on me. Maybe a little stick figure of Colin and a text box with Colin and an airplane.
Yeah. And the point, that makes sense.
Maybe I'll get one of all my friends as stick figures.
I think something like for your like getting a Dullahan like tattooed on you would be kind of sick.
If I were, one thing I would get would be like a really cool like Irish or like Celtic mythology type thing.
Yeah,
The Irish knot, dude. Nothing like it.
Well, no, like more well done, like more done up than that. Like, yeah.
Like a Dullahan, like the headless horseman.
Yeah. Something rad.
Yeah.
Something rad.
I had this thought of getting. There's like a very traditional like warrior tattoo. I think that's what it's called in Thai culture. Or technically, is it Thai or is it? It's like some lineage of like Thai, but I think it's technically like further back in there. But it's like this huge tattoo that's basically done stick and poke on your back, and there's like script and like a bunch of like very like ritualistic like kind of drawings in it, but it's supposed to be like something that like the warriors would get on like put on before they went into like wars.
Yeah. Pain before the pain.
Pain before the pain.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, that sounds really cool. So I texted my mom. I was like, have you heard of this tattoo? She was like, yeah, I've heard of it. I was like, I kind of interested. I want to get one. She's like, no. She said, no, it's bad juju. No. I was like, okay.
Well, it makes sense because realistically, a lot of the men who would get that would just go and die.
Yeah.
So
My son is going to stay at home. He's going to have grandkids.
Yeah.
You said it was done stick and poke. Is it done like taburi style?
I think so.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
I've seen the video of some guy doing it, and it's
Like
just,
a little-
it's a monk, and like apparently there's only like a select few monks that are able to do that style of tattoo. So you have to go either to these like kind of far like off like villages
You have
out
to do
in
a
the middle.
pilgrimage, dude.
Yeah.
That seems very easy to do.
But the thing is that I've seen videos of it now, so it's like it looks like it's been popularized a little bit. So it seems like there's a lot of people that are like going to these villages out there to get it done.
These
and like,
monks are like, gee, that last guy sweated so much.
His river of sweat will feed us for millennia.
But I was like, okay, well, I can't do that now because my mom said no.
Our salt mines are replenished with his sweat.
But I think the another style that I've really liked is like the Japanese, like I don't know what they're called. They're like bodysuit style. You know what I mean? Where they're like basically like huge patterns that go all the way like over
you're
the
talking
chest.
from the pec to the...
That goes like over the shoulder and down
Yeah.
the arm. I think it would be so
Those are really
to
cool.
get.
Definitely.
I don't think I would survive.
I think the pec is a pretty easy place to get tattooed.
I think it's the problem is that it goes up and over, and then you would have to get it like, because the ones that I've seen that I would want would be like basically like an armature, like it would like go all the way over like the shoulder and the upper arm and everything.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I got a little bit here, but only the back got on the bone a little bit, and I mean it's okay. But when you have bone that close to the skin, the problem for me is you can feel like almost the machine. Like it's a very like I don't know. It's hard if that makes sense. It's very weird to describe.
It's too close to something on the other side, so it almost feels like it's pinching a little bit.
Yeah, it's not a pleasant feeling, but I mean. My thought process for the bad parts was just grit your teeth and get through it, and then it's done. So, I mean...
The thing is, I grit my teeth for like the whole like 6 hours and be doing it. I think I'd pass out. Be like,
I feel like most of... Like I told you, for these first 6, like I really wasn't... Like, I was not feeling much of anything. Like, there are some spots that are more sensitive to others, but just the regular... Like, if they're tattooing in a half-decent spot, like I wouldn't even say it's very painful at all. I don't think that originally is painful, but when it gets into those bad spots, it takes a lot out of you very quick. And it doesn't matter if I'm not feeling like I'm in a lot of pain. No matter who you are, your body's going to be exhausted. So yeah, after hours and hours of it, but I do agree that those are really cool. I think one of the places I would avoid is the sternum, dude. Like right into here.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever get anything
awful
in there. That seems like I also already have a scar, like there from like
that's
a surgery
great,
I
dude.
had. So I'm like, I'm done. Like I got my markage there.
Who is it? Conor McGregor, who has a sword that goes literally right straight up through here. I can't imagine getting like all the way along your sternum. And I know your belly is bad too. Like my artist, he's got a big like a haunted house style thing. Just having done on his belly, and he's like, it's awful. It's so bad.
It's the worst. I just need a little arrow that says lint here and it points to my belly button.
He also, when I went to him this last time, he got kind of like a crown of thorns kind of thing on the top of his head right here.
Damn.
And I was like, that must have been horrible. He said, it's one of the easiest tattoos I've ever had.
Really?
He said, I didn't feel much of anything. And all up along the top. It's basically where the hairline ended. And he got it across the front.
So weird.
And he was like, it was fine. And
I
he
feel
also,
like that would hurt.
that's what I thought too. But
it's like,
What if his hairline recedes?
yeah, well, I mean, he has a shaved head, I think, for the most part. So, and then he also has a tattoo behind each ear, but on like this like little neck area right here on each one. And he said those were fine too. So I was like, I know when you get to here, right in the front of that neck, that's going to be tough, I would imagine. So
Do you get a neck tattoo soon?
I would love to get a neck tattoo. I think they look sick. Same thing with knuckle tattoos. God, I think they look sick, but those would hurt. So
Yeah.
I only have one session left on this, and then it's like, well, what's next? You know, so I will
have
probably
so much
start
other
my
skin.
back piece after this. Is what I think.
The back piece. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Before we continue, maybe we should mention the game that we're playing. That
Yeah, we've been playing a game this whole time. You guys haven't been privy to it.
No, we have to set up the game. We haven't started yet.
I've
you
already
haven't?
said my words 6
No.
times.
Oh.
No.
yeah, I was
Like,
like,
we
I've
gotta
already.
tell them what we're doing. And
Oh, okay. Well, John set up a game for us, and John, would you like to explain how this works?
Tell the people about it. JJ's like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. And this game is here's how we play it. John, tell them about it.
I need a segment sound first. All right, so the three of us all picked a word. We can show the camera actually what each of our individual words are.
Should
That'd probably
we?
be pretty good.
Yeah, except Colin didn't write.
I
his
did
down.
not write my word down at all.
You have to get on that.
Eh.
Are they gonna know what your word is?
They'll know.
Okay, all right. Maybe I'll like have to edit it later and like put the word on his face.
Making JJ do edit work. So the three of us all picked a word.
Did you write your word down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's down here.
Peculiar.
Interesting.
We are now going to converse for, what we say, like 30 minutes maybe?
Yeah, 30, 40 minutes. We'll see.
However long. We don't have to put a timer on it.
And the goal is for each of us to use our word as many times as possible without the other two catching on.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, we're all going to go around and guess what each other's words are.
Mm-hmm.
If your word is guessed, you're out. If there's a tie,
If there's a tie.
so like everyone's word is guessed, or there's like two people whose words weren't guessed, then the person that used their word the most in the conversation wins.
Okay. And what happens if the two people who tie again on the most words, the most times used?
Then there's two winners. Or they can do rock, paper, scissors. You know?
two winners. Yeah, rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors is a good way. Okay.
So that's the goal.
All right. Do you want to show your word?
I can show the camera my word, yeah.
Okay, and I'll look away.
I just dissociated for like 30 seconds, but I'm going to trust that you guys have this on.
We got
block.
it. We handled it.
I'm looking straight at the ground. Well, not at the ground, but at the table. Not you. So
Okay. Your word was shown.
I could type my word on my phone and show my phone.
Put your hands out like this.
I'm open.
Okay, good. All right, that's your word. Okay, now you guys have to look that way.
Yep.
I can see.
Okay. That's my word. Okay. So everyone
Then
has
we have
their
a
word.
topic to kick us off.
I can get us one.
Hell yeah.
You want to get one? I love this topic generator. I tried to generate a topic earlier, fans, and
Pipes.
and it just said pipes. So,
Yeah, how do you guys feel about pipes?
all right, let's see. Generate one random topic. Best movie sequel ever made.
Movie sequel ever?
Man, there's a real cornucopia of movies.
for the group of us that like doesn't watch that many movies either.
Oh man, like a flabbergasting amount of movies that you could choose from.
What's a sequel you guys have even seen recently? How about that?
I don't really watch a lot of movies.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I don't watch that many movies.
The most recent one was a couple years ago, and it was all the Mission Impossible movies because I was on the plane to Japan.
That's right.
And they just had them all on the flight, and I was just watching them back to back to back.
You say a couple of years ago, but it was actually just 1 year ago.
Yeah.
How was it exploring the aeronautical biodiversity of the plane throughout Japan trip there?
It was good, dude. There was a real cornucopia of menu items and drinks. I got on the plane, and it was a good time. Yeah, just
Like a plethora of options.
yeah.
Okay.
I just sat down, and plethora is a good word. Yeah,
Plethora is a good word.
for sure.
I think my most recent sequel was actually A Way Out 2.
A Way Out 2?
A Way, or no, not
What-
A Way
what
Out.
was A
Sorry.
Way Out?
Not A Way Out. I'm mixing it up, the horror films. A Quiet Place 2.
Oh,
Quiet
yeah.
Place 2.
I know they made a second one.
Yeah. They did. I think they might have a third one now.
No, I don't think so. I think they only made 2.
They have a. They only
I think it's
two.
only 2.
A Quiet Place is the one.
John Krasinski.
Yeah,
Directed
The guy from The
Gotcha.
Office.
I know.
And he's also in his whole. What is the name of the action movie series that he's in?
He's in an action series?
Oh, he directed a whole action series of movie. It's hold on, let me.
It's not Jack Ryan.
That might be actually. That sounds kind
There's
of
such
right.
a plethora of one-man action movies.
A cornucopia. Jack Ryan. He's known
that's right.
for Jack Ryan, and Jack Ryan is what it says here. I don't know how many Jack Ryan movies there are. Let me check.
What's the one with Matt Damon?
Matt Damon?
Jack Ryan movies.
Wasn't Matt Damon in...
Oh, that was Jason Bourne.
That's what
That's
you're...
Jason
Yeah,
Bourne. That's not Jack Ryan at all.
They're all the same.
There's Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit, The Sum of All Fears, Clear and Present Danger, Patriot Games, The Hunt for Red October. Okay, I think this is going more than just his. Does that one have Matt Damon in it? No, that doesn't even have. These don't even have.
So wait, did he direct this? Or?
Krasinski did. These are not. These are old. But I guess there's a whole.
He directed movies?
Yeah, he was like an executive producer, director, something like that for the Jack Ryan movies. I'm pretty sure.
Damn. I did like him in
The
Quiet
Office.
Place.
Oh, I liked him in The Office.
I think The Quiet Place was a really... I'm not really big into like horror, like thriller.
Slasher.
Yeah.
Scary.
But it wasn't really like that. It was just like a suspenseful / like kind of horror post-apocalyptic setting type of movie. And
very suspenseful, yeah.
I don't really dig those that much, but I watched it in theaters and it was really solid. I was like, even for someone like me that's like really jumpy and like doesn't like the whole jump scare of it.
I hate that too.
Yeah. Like there were parts where I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to like close my eyes through this part. But the parts of him like acting in it were like
Very good. Well, it's intense because they can't talk.
yeah.
It's no talking in the basically whole movie. So
Right.
it's kind of crazy from that side of it. And like the creatures in that movie were like definitely not herbivores. They were more like carnivores or perhaps even omnivores.
Perhaps maybe even so I think what was good though is that like I was afraid when I watched it that I would just see like Jim. Like I would watch it and I would just be imagining Jim the whole time.
He's got a full-grown beard now.
Yeah, he's got a beard, and like it was enough of a difference. Like even in his acting, that I was like, oh, I don't see that character at all.
He's really
which is
good at assimilating into different roles.
yeah.
I would say you could even believe he has a doppelganger of sorts between The Office and his action movie role.
Betwixt The Office and
Betwixt, yeah, good point.
There could be
It's a good one.
Really, he's in a plethora of
cornucopia
media.
of movies he's in.
It'd be funny if you both have cornucopias, right? Just back and forth, like throwing a cornucopia back.
Any movies? I've seen 2 movies recently.
Oh,
that were both very good.
Oh, that's right. I remember one. I know one you saw.
Yeah, one was Project Hail Mary.
Yeah, I really do want to see that. That's the new
We're gonna have differing opinions on this.
the space movie with Ryan Gosling.
I talked to Jage about this before, and he read the book before.
Oh, well, that the book is always better.
Yeah, he was disappointed with the movie. I went into it completely blind, and I was like, "This movie's great."
Yeah. Well, it was up for a ton of awards.
Yeah,
so
it was a very beautiful movie, and like the way that they directed it was like really good, but
effervescent even.
Yeah, effervescent. Yes. For me, I think the issue was not having certain plot holes filled in the movie that I felt were so relevant in the book. Like there were so many things that they left out that in my head I was like they would show an event happen and I would say like, okay, in order to understand this event happening, you sort of needed to know this other thing that happened earlier, but they never showed it. So how are people so towards the end of the movie, do you want me to spoil any of this?
Some minor probably shouldn't spoil given
no
it's
spoiler.
still
I mean, it's not in theaters anymore. It's already out of theaters.
We're giving enough of a spoiler alert. I think. We're talking about the fact that there could be a spoiler alert.
Well, I'm saying for you because I want to explain something, but it does involve a small plot point.
I think this has been enough of a warning for it to be indicative of a spoiler alert here.
Very, very cautionary for the listener.
And I do want to see the movie down the line, but I haven't put enough stock into it to really care that much if it gets spoiled or not. Especially if there's something you want to explain.
I'll explain something.
They've had a real cornucopia of opportunity to skip ahead.
I'm going to explain in very light detail, so that way maybe it doesn't spoil too much. But there's a part later where he's looking.
Sorry, we're gonna have to add like a timestamp too. Just
you got a lot of edit work here, dude.
Yeah. Sorry. There's a part later.
There's a part later where he's looking for something in space, and what he does is what they show is that he is like turning on the engines and turning them off again, right? And then he's looking out in the space and looking for like a glimmer in space. But what they don't explain is that what he's doing is that he's using the light from his engine to reflect off of things in space to show a point in space that is being reflected back to him. And that's not explained at all in the movie. So all you see is him going like whoop, whoop, and then he's like looking out like through a telescope and he goes whoosh, and he's like and that whole segment is, I think, underplayed by the fact that there are a lot of people that probably this goes right over their heads or they don't understand what's happening.
Oh yeah.
And in the movie, it's cool to see. As somebody who read the book, I was like, oh yeah, that's cool to see how they portrayed that in visual. But for me, also understanding that there was no context before this, I think other people would be confused.
I thought it was great.
The directors are just gonna be like, they'll figure it out.
I was like, wow, spaceship.
And understandably, there's so much that is in the book that I get it. It would take so many more hours of them to fill in every single hole that's there. But there were just certain things that I was like, man, this is way too important to be cut out. So I was, and my other gripe was that they spent too long on certain things that I felt like didn't matter either. So it wasn't that they did the best they could. I was like, why did they spend so much time on this one thing? When they could have put that time towards explaining something else. But that's just my take.
I see.
In general, the movie is really fun to watch. I liked watching the movie. It was really good. I think from the perspective of someone who's read the book, I'm just like, there's so many things I want to change. But neither here nor there.
Were they additive with any of their plot points throughout, or did they maintain the original story?
There is one thing that they changed that I was like, that's a really cool change. I'm glad they did that.
Good change.
That's a good change.
Really?
That was not in the book, and I was like, that's really good. But I cannot tell you it because it would spoil too much.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't really see how any of what you just told me is a spoiler anyways. You're like, the dude reflected light
on things.
They didn't explain the technology, dude.
I left a lot of it out to make sure it wasn't going to be too much, but yeah.
Well,
You'll see why it's important later.
were there any herbivores, carnivores, or omnivores in that movie?
Hey, viewers, if you want a real cornucopia of a good time,
I think you do find out that
Such a degenerate segment.
I think because you've watched the trailer,
yeah.
so Rocky is the name of the little alien thing that he meets
Sure.
out there. I think he does find out Rocky is a carnivore.
Oh, so there is at least one carnivore in that movie.
Yeah. Well, besides like Ryan himself being up there.
He's a carnivore too. Actually, it'd be an omnivore, right?
What's an omnivore again?
It's both.
yeah, they eat both things.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, yeah, because he's a human. So
I mean, a true
Be an
cornucopia
omnivore.
of different vores, and
A real plethora, even.
I like how I was waiting for like more diversity of these words, but you've used the exact same like four.
I wasn't originally. My plan was just to use a bunch of big words, but then Johnson cornucopia like 7 times. And I was like, we're both sending the same words. So,
God.
okay, so that wasn't a sequel at all. So we
The
didn't
second movie I saw.
answer the question.
Well, no, I said I saw 2 movies.
Okay.
But neither of them are sequels. But Project Hail Mary I thought was good. And then I watched Marty Supreme as well, the one that has Timothy Chalamet in it.
Oh, I don't know.
Timothy
this one.
It's about ping pong.
Chalamet?
I do. I think I saw the trailer for this a long time ago, and I wanted to see it. But is that one in theaters?
I think it's out of theaters now. You can stream it.
Oh.
It is.
I've seen the trailer for this one, and I did want to see it.
I don't want to spoil it too much,
You're gonna say it is.
but man, that movie is.
Is it good?
It's good.
It's good.
It's fantastic, even.
Phenomenal.
Someone acting like fantastic is a big word.
Superb, perhaps.
Gwyneth Paltrow in it.
Gwyneth.
It had Kevin O'Leary in it.
Oh wow! It does have Kevin O'Leary. He's right there.
What is
Does
Kevin?
he show up for like a fraction of a second?
No, he was like in the movie,
Oh wow!
like as a character. And
He's
then
the guy from Shark Tank. One of the guys from Shark Tank.
That's why I was like, why does that sound
Mr.
familiar?
Wonderful.
But I can't think of.
Mr. Wonderful.
Has he?
He plays like the role of kind of the asshole on the show.
yeah, he's the bald guy.
Yeah.
But is Kevin O'Leary like an actor at all?
No.
That's the first time I've seen him act.
Okay, because like that's what threw me off. Is I was like, I recognize the name, and I'm pretty sure he's on Shark Tank. But that sounds weird for somebody that would just be in a show. Like
Kevin O'Leary filmography. Let's see.
You know who else was in it for like a brief amount of time?
no.
Penn Jillette from Penn and Teller.
Oh yeah.
What?
He was in he was in another. It said it up here. The Rollover in 2019,
I don't know that one.
and then Mug.
Wow.
Mug without a year release.
Mug no year.
And also on IMDb, it says Kevin O'Leary, and then in parentheses beside his name is a Roman numeral 9. Is he the 9th? Because that would be insane. It says Kevin O'Leary 9.
Kevin O'Leary the Ninth.
Can you imagine 8 other Kevin O'Leary?
He's won a primetime Emmy.
A real plethora of Kevin
Wow.
O'Learys.
For what?
Outstanding host for reality or reality competition
Yeah, okay.
program.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
all
Shark
Shark
Tank.
Tank. Yeah, I
It's
probably
all
should have
Shark
caught
Tank.
on to that.
Yeah.
He does have other filmography. It turns out he's in this show called Shark Tank.
Oh, I think I've heard of that one.
He's in, what is this? The Neighbors and Dragon's Den. He was on Dragon's Den.
Well, Dragon's Den predated Shark Tank and they turned into Shark Tank.
Trailer Park Boys, Grace and Frankie, Dr. Ken, and Tatari. Okay. That ends this Kevin O'Leary segment.
Interesting.
Not quite Tom Selleck, but we'll take it.
If you guys were to go on Shark Tank, what would your business idea be?
Shark Tank business idea.
I'd probably create some product that can pander to carnivores, herbivores, and omnivores.
All three?
All three would be
The real
what I-
cornucopia and plethora of them?
Because I was in Charlotte recently, and we went to this kind of like not like a night market, but it's like this what did they call it? It's like this food hall basically, but it was themed after like some like different Asian foods. And the interesting thing is they had a night market styled like shopping area in the food hall, and it had all these like different Asian foods in it. And I was like, whoa, there's like actually like a lot of like very like imported stuff here. So in like Coolish, do you remember Coolish?
Coolish.
It's like a squeezable like ice cream thing.
Oh yeah.
That they had at all the convenience stores when we were in
Definitely
Japan.
knew the name. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a bunch of those in there, and like they had all sorts of like different ramens.
Did they have the ice cream?
Yeah, they had ice cream.
Did they have the aloe ice cream? I love that aloe ice cream.
Like the actual 7-Eleven ice creams.
No, they had like different ones that like were kind of similar. Like they had like the onigiri balls.
Oh yeah.
But they were like made here because obviously shipping that over from Japan would not be good anymore. And one thing I thought was interesting was they had like the gachapon where it was like the machines, you know, and they had a bunch of those like laid out around. And like it was, what was it? Per token cost $3.
Gee.
And like some of the smaller, like, you know, like it like one of them was just like a picture you could get of like an anime character. That was like one token. There's another one that was really cool that was like, oh, I really want to get this one. It was a Gundam, and it had all of the little like pieces in it where you had to like cut them out and build the Gundam mini model kit. Yeah, in a gachapon. I was like, oh, that's so sick. 4 tokens. It was $12 for this little plastic, and I was like, that is insane.
Well, especially for us because we've been to Japan, we've seen how much the gachapons are over there. It's like 50 cents.
Yeah, it's 50 cents for that, and here they're upcharging you like
$2.50 minimum. I mean, and
insane.
To your point, I wasn't too surprised by that because there's a store in our local mall called Eloise, and it's like very Jenny pilled. It's a lot of Hello Kitty stuff, a lot of like cute, what's the other Pop Mart stuff, that kind of thing. But at the very back, it's like separated in like almost three or four different rooms. The very back one, all gachapon.
Yeah.
It's like a whole wall. But it's the same thing. Each token is like $3. You have to go to a cash change to get a actual token because it only takes their own tokens. Whereas even that's a difference, and I'm sure that's how they upcharge it is because in Japan you can just use yen, for it there. So here you have to go to a change maker kind of thing to convert your cash into a specific token just for the gachapon kind of thing.
Yeah, but that would be going back to John's question. That would be my idea. Is I would want to make a better gachapon / like maybe even like vending machine like chain in the US. I feel like that would pop off. Like having something that like has actual like cool or like interesting, because the amount of vending machines that are in Japan and the varying amounts of like types of them was so cool. To be able to walk into a vending machine and just like see like all the different drinks that they had in them, or just like some of them would have like ramen in them, or and
there was like a weird sub economy in Japan.
Everywhere. I mean, we were in a rural area, Is that the right word, or is it the wrong one?
Rural is country.
Yeah. It was more rural than Tokyo. And even on those back streets, like there were tons of vending machines just along random places in the back street. Like you could be like 5 streets back from the main road and you just walk by and it's like there's a kohi machine.
And it's like, who's stocking these? Like who's going all the way out here to restock them?
Nobody's buying from them, so why do we need to stock? No, they're cheap, they're affordable at those machines. Like if you're,
that's the thing, it's like everybody has coins, but you can't really use coins for anything except those machines. So now it's like this weird trade of things.
And they are big on the coins too. I think you get a lot of those. So
and I think people here probably less so. Like we don't have, everyone here uses digital or card, most of the time anyway. So nobody really has, I think the whole like handheld like value of money is kind of slowly disseminated from us when we started using things like credit cards and debit cards and tap to pays and all that.
I had a whole swath of coins while I was there.
You have to, unironically, when you go to Japan, you have to get a coin pouch.
You have to. I bought a new wallet that had a coin pouch just so I could have a
coin pouch.
And then I was fiddling in the coin pouch trying to get exact change, and she was like, no, just dump it here. And I dumped it like on the counter, but she had like a machine and it just like took the change and sorted through it, and she was like, here you go. And I was like, that's the sickest thing I've ever seen. Like that makes it so easy.
Another kind of thing similar to what you're saying, in Japan they have like little shops that are, or sometimes bigger shops that are all gachapons. And like, I think that would also thrive
That
here.
would do really,
And you could definitely charge out the ass for it. So, I mean, it's me and John have unironically talked about starting a business at some point, and obviously not going anywhere with it. But like, one of the things we talked about was vending machines.
The other day, you sent me that pizzeria place.
Dude, there was a Facebook Marketplace listing for a pizzeria in a mall, in a local mall. There's a triangle.
How much do you think it is, JJ?
For the pizzeria.
I would gather, like, to buy the location out.
Yeah, you just get the pizzeria.
Oh, dude, I would reckon at least $100K.
Yeah, no, less than half of that. $40K for the pizza place, and it says in the description comes with at least $50K of equipment.
The equipment alone is worth at least 50.
Yeah. What? It's
What are they doing?
I think it's because Triangle's struggling, to be honest. But
Oh, so they're trying to get out like ASAP.
I'm assuming, but that would be cool. I do think that vending machines are a good actual source of do secondary business, even.
Yeah.
Like
For 40K, though, we could have the net negative pizzeria.
we could have to get all 5 of our customers.
Guys, look down in the description. You'll find a GoFundMe link there. And if you go there, you'll see.
If only 4 of you donate $10,000.
we need a plethora of you to donate.
a real swath of
You're
you.
all welcome. Carnivores, herbivores, omnivores. And your tangent about the expense of the gachapons actually had me thinking. There's a Books A Million in Cary now. And I like to go to Books A Million whenever I would go to the beach because I found that they were always cheaper than MSRP. Quickly learned that's not the case. They're the same as Barnes & Noble, like literally the same when I was over there. But they have a section kind of like Barnes & Noble of like, random grab bag merch, kind of, whatever, mystery packs or whatever. And the first time I've ever seen one of these, it was a World of Warcraft one. And you each have played World of Warcraft, so you're kind of there. And it was a bigger box, and it was like still a mystery box. And I was looking at the side, they were really quality figures. It was like, my favorite is Sylvanas. I wanted to get Sylvanas, but like Arthas was in there, and Gromosh and Thrall. It was like 6 characters, and all of them were like really cool looking. I was like, you know what? I mean, I don't have an active WoW subscription. I haven't played in a couple of years, but like these are sick. Like I might try and get one of these. Let me see how much it is. Do you guys want to try and guess how much one grab bag World of Warcraft one for what I consider a quality figure? Probably about that big a box. Yeah,
but it's like a blind box. Basically.
It's a blind box.
120.
$120.
I would reckon $50.
Okay, $40.99.
Dang.
Ooh, so a little over. But it was, how big is it? It's like,
it's a sizable thing, but I'm never paying $40 for something that I don't know.
That's like or like looks like a pop funk.
I might, if like a pop funk. I might.
What are they? Oh, Funko
Pop.
Pop funk is like a music genre.
My Shark Tank business idea: Pop Funks. We're gonna go to war with Funko Pops.
I mean, maybe if I knew what the product was and I could see it and like I knew what I was getting, I would consider paying that much for it. But that's like literally the equivalent of like buying a boxed figure by a actual figure made company, and I guess that's what it was, but like in a blind box fashion. So no, I didn't end up getting it, but very interesting how much this kind of stuff is getting so expensive very quickly. I mean, I think even Funko Pops are in that same vein, kind of.
They are,
but they're not crazy expensive.
They're also like collectibles, and I think people in that genre of wanting to have collectibles tend to fall into it.
You have the entire cornucopia of them.
I tried to find WoW blind box, but I googled WoW blonde box. It's not really.
I think even when it comes down to like how much like culture overseas has affected markets here in the US, I think that's also a really interesting like view of things of like Konbini culture in Japan, like gachapon.
Do you remember when we were on that train in Japan and the guy, it was a Japanese guy. Oh. He had...
It is. I didn't know, but it is by Pop Mart. That's why.
I know some of these.
I was like, that looked
familiar. Arthas,
Lich King.
Yeah. Sylvanas, Jaina, whatever.
We were on the train in Japan, and there was a Japanese guy behind us. I don't know if you remember this, but he had a huge box.
I'm trying to remember. Was this on the way to Osaka?
I don't remember what city.
Okay.
But
one of the trains.
You struck up conversation with him, and you basically asked. Yeah, you basically asked him like,
Was it like JJ's first day in Japan? He's like,
I don't know.
fluent. Like, I got
We were there for a couple days, but you asked him like what's in the box, and he got like all excited, and he pulled out like it was just a box of like 16 of these same like figurines type deals, like these crazy like.
I'm trying so hard to remember this, and it's not coming to me at all.
You don't remember that at all?
I do not remember it at all. But the fact that I would randomly start talking to a person on the train who just had a large box, I would see myself doing that.
I think he saw you looking at it, and then he like really wanted to share because he was very excited about his figurines.
Okay. I think I do kind of remember it, but it was a very like short exchange.
Yeah.
Where like I was just like kind of staring, and then he looked over and noticed. He was like,
You're not gonna believe this.
and I sat there. I was like, yeah, it's very nice.
John started that story off. He's like, you might not remember this. We were on a train. There was a Japanese man there. I was just cracking up at the idea.
Ow.
Oh, there was something else I was gonna say about Japan too, but now I forgot.
It's gone.
I forgot.
I have a tangent.
Oh, dude, you have a tangent?
Well, it's not a tangent. It's just another Japan story.
Japan
But
story.
The other last time I was in Japan, later that year, last year, we were at we also went to the Osaka Castle, and we went to, there was like this kind of rest area building next to it that was also like a shopping center and like a restaurant and all that. And we were like hanging out in there for a little bit because we had a reservation for dinner on the rooftop restaurant there, which was beautiful, by the way. It was awesome. But we were hanging out, and there was a man, Japanese man, older, who was like kind of like walking around with a cane. And I look over, and he sits down in this little rest area across from us. And I look over, and there's a bird on his shoulder. There's a full on it's this little yellow bird on his shoulder. And I look over, and I have my camera in my hand, and I just slowly bring it up like this. And I'm like, I don't know if I should ask for permission, but I was like, I need a picture of this bird.
If he's got a bird on his shoulder, he's
like
about taking
public
pictures.
property, right? So you can take the picture.
I had a second thought, and I was like, maybe I should just ask. And I was like, do I know how to ask for permission to take a photo in Japanese? And I was like, well, I know the word for like photo, like shashin. And I was like, maybe I can like sort of cobble together a like sentence. So I like sumimasen, the old man, the oji-san, to like ask him. And he looked up at me, and it was kind of like he ignored me for a second. And I was like, maybe too many people ask him for like a picture. And he was like, oh, another foreigner asking me for a picture. So he just ignored me.
Is the bird still there?
It's on his shoulder.
Oh, it's his bird.
And he reaches up and he picks it off of his shoulder and puts it on the ground, and it's just hopping around.
Oh my God.
In this little rest area, this little bird. And I'm like, So before I even get the chance to like really like finish asking him properly, I just start taking photos. I'm like, yes. And
jump for me.
He's sitting there. He pulled not a menu. It was like a pamphlet of like the map of the Osaka Castle, the area there.
Yeah.
And he's like just like folding it. And I was like, oh, what is he doing? He's like doing some origami type shit. I don't know. Like, I don't know. About 10 minutes go by. I'm taking photos of his bird in complete silence. This little dude's just hopping around, just enjoying his time there. And like, it's like me and my mom are like sitting there, and like 10 minutes go by, like nothing's been said. And this guy like reaches down, grabs his bird, picks it up, puts it on his shoulder. And he walks over to me, and he hands me an origami version of the bird.
Oh, dude.
He says, for
Japan is a fictional place. I swear to God.
I almost cried. I was like, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I took it. I think it's in my office now too. I just like
insane.
I kept it. What was it? He told me the name of his bird too. I think it was like Piki or something.
Pico.
Piki. Or dude, it was so cute. And I was like, God, it really does feel like that sometimes. When you meet those kind of people like in like other countries, sometimes like you're like, this isn't real.
No, well,
are you a paid actor?
There's a guy who I follow on Instagram, I think, or something, and it's a white dude, but he lives in Japan, and he's like, he goes up to Japanese people and he tries to interview them in Japanese to improve his Japanese. That's the idea.
Is it a white guy?
Yeah, and he interviews old people usually.
I remember. I think I've seen him. It's like Kyle or something.
I don't remember his name, but
good old Kyle.
He and it just basically shows you that the elderly Japanese people are just so freaking sweet.
They're lovely.
The one I saw the other day that he had just posted was like, he starts talking to this guy, and the guy's just like, hey, come with me back to my place. My wife's making dinner. She's like, okay. And he goes and they have like a jovial time. Right? There shows like a video of him eating with them and they're all talking Japanese. And then like the old guy walks him to the train station, sees him off, and is like, please don't be a stranger. It's so nice to meet you. They're just so sweet. And I think particularly in Osaka, where we were too, there is a lot of just like lonely elderly people.
Yeah.
And I think just having some random Kyle walk up to you and just can make your day. And there's another one too where like he meets another older guy and he tries to show him, he's like, oh, there's some really good sweets over here at this store. And they walk in the store and the old man's just like, this is my friend. I just made friend with this guy. And he like went to like 2 different stores and he's just like, this is my new friend that I just made. And it's so cute and wholesome, man. I don't know.
I mean, adorable. I think there's also a level of like, there's a foreigner here that can speak enough Japanese to communicate with that like really interests them. And
it's a lot of respect.
Like, it's a lot, yeah. And I think that's like a big thing as well in Japan is like being able to speak the language and communicate in Japanese takes you a long way. I think even more so as someone that kind of stereotypical, but looks like a foreigner. Right?
Oh yeah.
Like I think me speaking Japanese doesn't do much for me.
It kind of expected, right?
It's almost expected. Yeah. They see an Asian person, they're like, you should probably know. It's more surprising to them when I don't speak Japanese. They're like, oh, okay, all right. So
there were a couple of instances in Japan where I could tell that the treatment of me changed because I spoke at least a little bit of Japanese to them. And like particularly the one that sticks out the most is I was at the airport on the way home, and there's a restaurant there of some sort, and I was getting lunch. They do like a whole tray lunch kind of thing, and got some katsu or something, and had a whole conversation with the lady behind it, and she's like in broken English, just trying to say like, what do you want to order? And I order in Japanese, and she's like, and it's like just absolutely loses it. Just starts talking in full. I only understood like half of it, but I'm just like, hi. And then and then when I picked up my food, like to call my number, she like gave me like an extra little package treat thing, and she told me have a good day and all that stuff. So it does. I but we knew that kind of going over there from some of our research is like they do. It's a big respect thing. That culture is big on respect, and if you show that you've put in the hours to kind of learn at least some of their language,
they will show you that they appreciate it.
They do,
which is like super nice.
And like all sorts of people over there too, like carnivorous, herbivorous, and omnivorous creatures all live in Japan. So.
I've been thinking about this, and I'm like, I know your strategy is to use 3 words, so that way we have a hard time trying to guess which one
it's tough because it's a real cornucopia of words.
I think John went for a similar tactic, but God, I really wish I could remember what I was because I was excited to talk about it. Whatever the Japan
gone now.
Was. Yeah, dude, I'd
too many herbivores, omnivores, and carnivores on your mind.
That's all that's on my mind, dude.
Regarding the 3, yeah. I mean, yeah, we have another trip coming up for me and John
miss me with that, bro.
Going to Dublin this year.
I renewed my passport today.
Oh, you did. There you go. Wow.
Did you have to go anywhere for it?
No, did online.
And so they're just going to send you?
Yeah, they're going to mail it.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought when I had to renew my passport, I have to go back to the DMV, which sucks. But you could just do everything online now for like a lot of your passports and IDs and stuff.
I have to get a new ID. I was actually just about to check when mine expired. I think it expires this month, but my wallet's downstairs.
That's not a whole plethora of time.
No, that's not how you use that word. But
a whole plethora of time. But yeah, we're doing a little bit more. I think this year is going to be more Europe than our past year, but I think it'd be nice to try to get like a international trip in our group every like once in a while. Like,
we'll see how this one goes. The last one was a mess. Yeah, it was fun, but it was a mess.
I really enjoyed the time in Japan, but I think that Jenny and I also at the beginning we had our alone time, and at the end we had our alone time in the country, and it was nice to have that separation. 'Cause I really enjoyed spending time with the group and exploring and stuff, and that was fun to have the banter and stuff and hang out and learn things together and stuff. But it is also equally nice to just do your own thing for a little while and explore how you want to. So yeah, I don't know.
I think I do want to do Europe again in the future, like actual Europe. Like I would like to go to Italy at some point. I do want to do like Greece at some point.
Oh, I'd love to go to Greece.
I've never been, and I think there's probably one or other two places I'd like to go and visit on that side of the world. But most of the time, like when I travel internationally, it's definitely on the southeastern, like Asian side of things. Usually to go visit family and stuff. And I think it'd be kind of cool to like take you guys. Like maybe we'll just do like a Thailand trip at some point, and I'll take you like to go see Thailand, and like that would be kind of sick.
We would not have to be pressured into learning language at all.
Yeah, we have a translator.
I think you guys talk the whole time.
Also wrong, because I don't speak that much Thai.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you speak more Japanese than you do Thai?
I think my Thai and my Japanese are almost similar.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So consider me about as helpful there as I was in Japan, which was also not that helpful.
Hooray.
I'm gonna have to get with your music artist uncle. And he can sing my way through.
Is English common there though, or no?
I'd say it's enough. So you could definitely use English there and get by. I think that's why a lot of quote like foreigners tend to move to like people like English speaking countries, or people that try to like leave English speaking countries tend to gravitate towards Thailand because of how friendly it is to foreigners.
A real cornucopia of migration.
It hurts so much.
What was the? Oh no,
Sorry, go ahead.
I thought that I heard a lot of English speakers moving to Philippines recently. That might have to do with the cheap, or how cheap it is.
I think that is right. But I think Philippines is very, very affordable.
Or maybe that's just visiting there. Maybe not necessarily moving there. But yeah, it's pretty cheap from what I hear.
Yeah, I don't know much about like Filipino.
Why not?
Like, sorry, my bad. All right, I didn't know I was the one source of truth all for like all Asian cultures.
I do want to get to like Australia, New Zealand.
Oh yeah. Oh, Australia would be kind of fun.
I don't know. I mean, the creatures worry me.
I don't think New Zealand is as bad.
You talk about carnivores, herbivores, omnivores. I mean, New Zealand and Australia is the hub for that.
I got them all.
I'm very much like, I love an Australian accent, and it does make me laugh. Like actually, when they just say random.
You have a great time in Australia.
I'm gonna love it over there, man. And so yeah, and they seem to be, in terms of, I guess, just like banter and sarcasm, I feel like Australian people are very naturally in tune with that.
Very adept.
Yeah. So I think I'd have a good time.
Yeah.
I don't really know much about the country, but
I think what's interesting when I've been thinking about it this time around for this trip, right? Like usually when I travel internationally, I always have to consider language barrier as being like a big part of that. So like trying to figure out how to like navigate that. But for once we're going to a country that they also just mostly speak English, and like I don't have to really, well, then again, I guess Dublin English is a little bit
yeah, good luck deciphering some of that.
The Irish speak so quick.
They do. They're
like
very fast.
It's basically another language.
Yeah. There's a lot of like random like sayings and stuff that I think are definitely going to go over my head, but like because in my work, a lot of my people on my team are also from there.
Oh yeah.
So it's
cool.
like I got a little bit of the inside knowledge on like some of the things, but it's like there they call like what Guinness is a pint of the black stuff is what they'll say.
That just sounds like a random thing.
Hilarious.
That's because I did like one of my coworkers like a favor one time, and he was like, "Oh, thanks, Jade. Like when you come over here, like I'll get you a pint of the black stuff." And I was like,
"Say it like he said it."
I'll get you a pint.
You went Eastern European. You went Polish.
I don't know. I am notoriously bad about accents that aren't Asian.
When I was over there last time, I met I think he's like my great uncle or something like that. And I met him at a bar first, and he was just like, "Oh, like you want a pores?" And I'm like, "Ooh, a pour of something?" Like, sure. What are we having? He was like, "No, a pores." And I was like, "What?" They have a whiskey there called Powers. Oh. But they all say pores. And it took me like 5 times just saying it to understand what he was saying.
Just sort of said yes. Just
I was
whatever
just
you put in front of me, dude.
Just go with it. Just be like, yeah.
So I know one of you is going to them, but I don't know. Are you doing Scotland as well as Ireland?
JJ is.
Yeah.
You're not.
No.
Okay, that's what it is. Okay.
I have to be in Scotland for a wedding.
Oh, that's okay. So the wedding is in Scotland, and then you're going to Ireland.
And then we're going to Ireland
Oh,
afterwards.
okay. And you're skipping that and just going straight to Ireland.
Yeah, I didn't want the plethora of countries, so I did. or the cornucopia, so I went ahead and just did one,
Wow. He's really milking this. I'm trying to think of how many he has by now, if of either of those, if they are his words, but I can't tell.
I firmly believe neither of them are John's words, actually.
I don't think so.
What was I going to say about... I think there are, for me too, a couple of European countries. Mine are mainly Italy and Greece. I've always wanted to go to Italy and Greece. Greece looks so pretty. I know that they've had issues with their economy and stuff, but it looks absolutely gorgeous. And I'm pretty Greek mythology pilled, so if they have any kind of...
I've read the Percy Jackson series.
Yeah, I've read... Me and Wickwad didn't go put a far ways back, so...
God.
Are you going to get a Greek back tattoo?
No. I'm trying not to shit on anybody's culture in my tattoos other than my own. So,
and your culture is Pokemon.
My culture is Pokemon. So I'm drinking out of my Pokemon cup. I got Pokemon tattoos. And, if I like Greek architecture, and then if they have any kind of like history or anything there in terms of that kind of stuff, I think that'd be really cool. So, do you think any Greek people actively believe in the Olympians and stuff? Is that like...
I mean...
It's not really a thing anymore, right? So.
Well, I mean, maybe, possibly.
I don't know.
I don't
You don't know any Greeks?
I don't have an... I knew a kid one time named Roman. Actually, no. The guy at our gym, his name's Roman.
I have a coworker whose name is spelled Romaine.
Like the lettuce?
Like the lettuce.
Without the E on the end.
So not like romaine.
Ro and then the word main.
Romaine.
But he's French, and the French pronunciation is a Roma.
Roman. Yeah, you have to have the little bit of growl at the end. The Roman.
Are there any people
who still believe...
Wow, those are some crazy suggestions. Are there any people in Greece?
Yeah.
Are there any good people in Greek mythology?
No, they're all notoriously bad.
Who still believe in Greek mythology? Yes, people do still believe in and actively worship the Greek gods. The modern religious movement is known as Hellenism or Hellenic polytheism.
Oh.
Hellenists practice a revival or reconstruction of the ancient faith.
How many are there, though, is the question.
They view the myths like stories of Zeus, Ares, or Hades as allegories or sacred literature rather than literal historic events. They separate the mythic stories from the actual divine worship of the deities. Adherents pray to and honor the 12 Olympians, spirits of nature, and their ancestors. Practices include rituals, offerings, and observing ancient festivals. While small compared to major global religions, the community is highly active online. You can check out the R Hellenism subreddit.
They've taken to the interwebs.
In places like Greece itself, Hellenism has even been officially recognized as a valid known religion by the state. Wow.
Oh.
That's really cool. That's really cool. I don't know if I would be allowed to visit places like that without being like a blasphemer or something, because like I don't believe in it, but like that would be so sick just to see that stuff.
Blasphemy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming they're a lot like other... Well, they're not a third world country, right? They're not.
No,
They're definitely like more developed for sure.
They're more developed. I thought they've had pretty historical issues with their economy, though.
Their economy does suck.
But I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I mean, I guess they would probably have some facet where you can visit that kind of stuff because, I mean, you can visit the Vatican, right? So
yeah,
like, that kind of
I mean,
stuff.
I'm sure tourism's got to be like their primary source of GDP.
Yeah. So I feel like it's probably not like too out there to assume you can like at least have like a tour guide or something like show you like the places that you're allowed to visit and like give you like kind of a walkthrough of it.
Right.
And like I want to go back to Japan for sure. Doing that again at some point.
Japan for
in
sure.
my life.
I want to go to Hokkaido. I really want to go up to Hokkaido.
That's like, is that because we were in the eastern part, right? And Hokkaido's kind of more towards the south.
No, Hokkaido is the
Very far north.
the far north of Japan.
Okay. So I thought we were
Tokyo. No, Tokyo. We were on like the main island on kind of like the east side, but like on the think
like
about like
central east.
I would say
If Japan's like an elbow,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
Tokyo's like this part of the elbow,
The point.
right?
Yeah.
And then Osaka was like here,
Uh-huh.
and then Hokkaido's like all the way up here.
Okay.
yeah. So it's not like Tokyo's not like very far north. It's probably more or less like on the middle, if not leaning south. But I do want to visit Hokkaido because they're known for two things. They're known for really good rice. They have some of the best rice in Japan.
Our
apparently.
sake guide was talking about that.
Yes, because remember when we went to do the sake,
yeah,
and
yeah.
he was telling us about how like the different rice coming from different places
Yeah.
affect the taste of the sake, and the best stuff is from Hokkaido because they have the best rice up there.
Yeah.
I gotta know what that is.
Yeah.
I gotta know what that's
Gotta know
like.
what the best rice
What's the
tastes
best rice like?
Probably
Like,
very similar to the normal rice.
No.
I don't imagine.
No, it's got to be better.
significant
It's got to be better. And I think the Sapporo factory is up there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to
Sapporo
go.
would be
I was
cool.
really impressed with Sapporo and Asahi.
Asahi was my
Here.
favorite,
Cool.
hands down. Off draft. Oh my god.
You can get it at H Mart here. I've been to H Mart a few times just to get Asahi.
Yeah.
It's not as good from the
No.
can or the bottle or whatever, but it is still pretty dang good.
Yeah, it's
so,
great.
don't they have? Isn't there like skiing and stuff up there too?
I mean, yeah, like it's like they have being that far north, you have all like the mountains and the snow and everything. So I would definitely go go skiing. But
I'm happy with like the fact that we spent a week in Tokyo and a week in Osaka and stuff, and those are big enough cities that you can. But like, I would love to just like go backpacking almost through the smaller cities throughout Japan and stuff. That would be a really cool thing. But like, there's no way. Like, I can go without stuff. My delightful other half might not be able to go without stuff. So-
I mentioned camping one time to Nikki, and she was like, "No."
Okay. But instead of camping, maybe try glamping.
Glamping.
Because I hear that's all the rage.
No carnivores, no omnivores, only herbivores.
I'm only out here.
And you have a
herbivoring.
plethora of things to keep you comfortable.
Plethora.
Oh wow,
A cornucopia. Even.
Perhaps.
mayhaps. Okay, I think we are probably at time
We're way over time.
to
Garbage
figure out.
episode, dude.
Okay, do we want to start with John and then come down this way? And
The next problem I have is remembering the past 45 minutes or whatever it's been.
yeah,
I have no idea for JJ. I wasn't even.
I
tabs
don't,
on him.
I don't think I have any idea for JJ either. I don't want to say cornucopia or plethora or anything for John. I don't.
I honestly think it's like he's doing a double back where he's like making us. Well, I think it's one of those things because you only choose one, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like I think.
That was my strategy.
I think we know which one of three it could be.
I would almost say plethora. I think is the word that John had. Is what I'm thinking of.
You're gonna go with plethora.
I think I'm gonna go with plethora because I think
Well,
he's
then,
trying. He
here.
started with cornucopia a lot.
Yeah.
I think that was what he was using to like lead off, and then I think plethora is his actual word.
I just didn't pay enough attention to tell you any of the other words that he said. So I'll go with cornucopia, even though I strongly believe neither of these are correct. So, John,
You guys got me covered.
Ooh.
the word's gonna be like ajasai or
It
something.
was plethora.
It was plethora.
You did use cornucopia more than plethora.
I thought it was.
but-
I was scot free because you're the first one that said plethora, and I didn't even say it. So I was like,
It's just a normal part of my vocabulary. I feel
All right.
like so.
So we have a 2 out of 3 chance of getting Colin here. So
I'm gonna take omnivore. I think.
I'll take carnivore.
You'll take carnivore?
Yeah.
It was carnivore for sure.
Nice.
I could have just lied, but no, it was carnivore. I was trying to think of when I said like, what did I say? Aeronautical something or other earlier. I was like, damn, those are good words, man.
Yeah.
I
wish
didn't know
I
how
chose
I was.
that.
Also, I would have liked to be more subtle about it, but I didn't know how to incorporate carnivore into the conversation. So I was like,
Guys,
we're just
I
gonna
really
use the
love
Hollywood
meat.
angle.
Man, the food in Japan. I was like a carnivore, dude.
All right. So you guys have any guesses for mine?
I don't even think he used the word multiple times. Or if it was a very slick word. He said gachapon a lot, but that's not like a word.
Ooh, no, it is. It is. Gachapon, that's a good angle, but I don't know that he was thinking about that. How did we get on the topic of Japan?
The topic's a conversation, like we talked about.
Dictate that?
Sort of.
Yeah.
Like we talked about vending machines and stuff with the Shark Tank idea, and he kept going back to Japan. He talked about Hokkaido.
I think Gachapon's a good pull.
He didn't say it at the end there,
I don't know
though.
if he has enough forethinking to put Gachapon on there. I'm ready for him to flip it over and it's some word like sponge or something, like not even said.
I don't think he used it very many times.
I don't think so either.
I mean, it's not about not using it as many times, it's about it's not getting caught using it, right?
Yeah, I think next time though there's got to be a word minimum usage.
That's probably fair.
Do you want me to tell you how many times?
How many times did you use it?
I used it 5 times.
Okay, that's fair. So we should be able to get it to use it 5 times.
5 is fair. I agree with
5 times, but I don't think you guys are getting that.
5 times. 5 times.
I mean, I feel like he said gachapon.
What else did we even talk about, dude? This is such a blur of an episode.
Talked about movies.
Yeah, we started off with movie sequel, and he couldn't have planned that because I random generated that.
Yeah. He talked about how he didn't like Project Hail Mary.
He didn't like Project Hail Mary. What did he say about the plot?
Lights and telescopes and
yeah. No, I don't think we're getting anywhere, John.
I don't have it.
I do think Gachapon is a good call. But I don't think he could have planned for it. I know JJ too well.
Yeah. I might say like he might have said vending machine a lot.
But that's 2 words.
Yeah, it's like yeah.
Now he's baiting us there. Now it's just vending or machine, dude. This is
I haven't said anything. You guys are baiting yourself.
I think I'm going to say machine.
I'm going to go Gachapon, but I don't think it's either of them.
My word was ow.
You can't use a 2-letter word.
Did you just randomly throw out the... Ow.
There was twice where I did this.
The
and
tattoo.
and we talked about tattoos, and I was like, oh, that sounds like hers.
All right, next time, word minimum and
letter minimum. I thought it had to be a big word. That's where I
can't use ow.
I was kind of
John, by the way, John did not set any rules to this at all. He was like, you just pick a word.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. I was just under the impression that it was a bigger word.
I could use the, and you guys would be screwed.
Unless you give me boundaries, John, I will go as far outside of that boundary as I can.
Noted. You used ow. It's fine. I'll give you some ows later.
Ow!
All right. Well, that's the end of our episode. If you like what you saw or you heard, you can follow us over on. I almost started with Facebook.
We should get a Facebook.
No, we should not. That was a disaster from last time.
We got Instagram, we got Twitter, Spotify, YouTube, and TikTok. If you want to follow us on any of those at Net Negative or Net Negative NN. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to subscribe, please do. If you don't want to, do it anyways. Maybe that'd be kind of cool. You want to do that? Hey, can you pass me the Collins? I want the 1L Collins. It's been on the other side of the table this whole time. I've just been like staring at it.
I have had half a mind on a couple of occasions to move them to you because I feel like I've seen you watching the Collins.
I've been longing for them. Yeah,
longing for Colin.
We're not sponsored by Collins, but if
God,
you do,
I wish we were. They're so good.
Send them to us. We'll send you.
I would also say the regular one, just the plain ones, delicious.
I gotta try.
We'd be
the
great Colin
Fun
representatives.
Yeah, we'd be great Colin.
This has been Colin for Colin.
Signing off.
Sponsored by Colin and Sam Silk.
See you guys.
Tom Selleck. Bye bye.